from our tribal perspective, the fact that we have a sovereign nation that is directly impacted, directly downstream, downwind, is going to be directly impacted. From our perspective, it sets up a scenario where that ore body in the Penokee Mountains is unminable. And it's unminable because we do not give consent for our waterways to be impacted. We do not give consent for the air on our reservation to be impacted by that private corporate project. Now, where is that consent rooted? That's where we start talking about our treaty rights. We never gave up our right to clean water within our reservation boundaries. We never gave up the right to breathe clean air. In fact, our thought process is all around us, all around the Bad River tribe, the visible manifestations of those treaties are visible, are present, and that is essentially the land is occupied. The land is occupied by umpteen, hundreds of thousands, if not, I want to think nationally, millions of people, all in pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness, right? That's a visible manifestation of the promises and the agreements that were made through those treaties so that we both shall be able to live a good life. The fact that our reservation was situated through those treaties next to a bunch of metal in the ground should not inherently doom my people to experiencing these negative impacts within their homeland. And I see that as a fundamental trust responsibility of not only the state, but also the federal government to honor those treaties, to honor that notion of mutual agreements.
We're in the Kakagan Sloughs Wetlands Complex. It was, I'll slow her down a little bit. The Kakagan Sloughs recently got two awards and recognitions. One was a Ramsar designation, which is a designation as a wetland of international importance, and the other one was a Blue Globe Award, which was along the same lines, recognizing that the magnitude, the pristine quality, the importance of this to Lake Superior and everything around it is something that is very unique and is noteworthy on a global scale, really, when we think about areas, especially within developed countries. Wild rice for our people is a sacred food. It's a sacred plant. It's tied to the migration story of how the Ojibwe, our tribe, came to live in this area. The notion of looking for the place where food grows on water. This is it. This is home. I love my daughters, just like everybody out there loves their baby, right? And when they have children, I'm going to love my grandchildren. If I had the privilege and honor of living that long, I think of the Green Mile. I would love my grandchildren's grandchildren just as much, and so forth and so forth. Now, I acknowledge and understand that I'm not going to be around here. We're all going to die. We're all terminal. But when I look out 7 generations, and when our people as a value look out 7 generations into the future, there's an understanding, when you really wrap your mind around it, that those people that are going to be here are going to be our people and your people. But for our kin, you know, our future generations that are our descendants, if we were around, we'd love them just as much as we love our babies today. And we would want what's called the Matazu and that good life for them too. And that's what, in Bad River, that's really the foundation of our environmental stewardship, is just trying to do what we can. When you think about climate change and water resource wars and all of the other exotic invasives, Asian carp, you know, purple loosestrife, hybrid cattail, all the other stuff that are encroaching on us. If left alone, you know, and I've said this, if left alone and keep extractive industry away from us, we're still going to have our hands full to try and pass on the good life as we know it into the future. And you know, that's something that we take seriously, and that's that whole filter of looking forward into into what our future generations and kids are going to have here.